The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jackson, first play, going to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. A short one there, caught by Likely. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. A nice little juke. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
2nd and 10. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Right back to him on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 43 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Go ahead. Hey, middle.
Throwing is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Go ahead. 180. Nice shot.
To throw again is Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Ravens on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Prescott now. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
No, we changed it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st.
13.
Now Jackson. Open man, that's Henry. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Here's Prescott. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 24 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
26.
And again, it's Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Two yards to go, 2nd down.
Yeah.
To throw is Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
26.
Prescott to throw it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Hey.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now Prescott. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
Yeah! Hey, kill!
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. Throwing. Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. From the gun, Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Jackson. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Hey, report. Report. Yo. Cut.
To throw is Jackson. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. To throw again is Jackson. On target to his man, Likely. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And oh, it's wide right. No good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Middle.
Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his right. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely from 17 yards out. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be they're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
It's a loss of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Jackson now. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Go. You are X.
Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now a handoff, but this is going to go the other way. A reverse, and he will get into the end zone. What a call on the reverse. It's a touchdown.
It's a risky play to run down here in the red zone. There's a lot of moving parts, the chance of a fumble. But this is executed perfectly. The defense just did not pick it up, and he winds up taking the reverse into the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Prescott now. Left side to Lamb. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! That's it! 26.
Now Prescott. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So we're going to 54. Why here? 26.
Here's Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 26.
One last shot now for Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
47.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.